Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase. Been a while. Giving you plenty of videos, but I feel I haven't been sitting out here doing a cool showcase in a while because I was prepping for the convention. Then I had the convention in Los Angeles. Then I needed to go to Arizona to do some family things. Now I am finally home, and I am way behind. This is new pop culture that I think is in the stores. There's the new Leno car culture set. There's the 2-packs that are at Target. I've got the FAO Schwartz set to do. I've got that retro or ultra hots or whatever it's called with the NFT that I'd like to get to. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to do videos on, so I'm going to get right to it. And like I said, we're going to start with pop culture. This came from Mattel along with a few other things, and it didn't do well in transit. Woo! Imagine if you bought a case and got that, but that's okay. If there's going to be a damaged case, let it come to me, right? Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to open these up and we're going to get right to it. I don't typically do pop culture, but there's a lot of cool castings in here, and I feel like why not? So let's just start by pulling these out, checking out the super crunched cards. Hot Wheels Premiere, this is number 3 of 5. This is the Ford Transit Supervan. The theme on this set, I think, is classic toys, right? Classic Mattel toys, I think. I don't know if it says anything here, but there is the list. I just know with little people, massive, look at, we have to maneuver through this card. There's even a Hot Wheels, Barbie, and so forth. I believe that is the theme. I think that's pretty easy to tell. And we're just going to start. Now I actually brought out, since these castings, some of you like pop culture castings because it's kind of like art on the card. They use castings that have a fair amount of real estate so they can put some cool art on here. These aren't necessarily the most realistic liveries, right? Or decos or graphics for a car, but they are very much collectible. That's why you don't want to see a card that looks like that, but we're going to open it up. I figured for most of these castings, I'd bring out my favorite, just to give you a little reference. Ford Transit Supervan, it has never been as good as the very first one, which was in Hot Wheels, what was that? Was it Retro or Red Lines and Heritage, I think is what it was called. And this Supervan that was designed by Mark Jones has that reverse rake, slight reverse rake, which is fantastic. Done as a replica of the real Supervan. I've mentioned it before, one of my favorite YouTube videos is the old classic video to promote this. It has a Ford GT40 in the engine in the back. Just a really cool experimental Ford racing vehicle. And this is the deco that it had, this very plain white. We've seen it, I think, in the 3-pack, which was nice. I know there's the Golf rendition. But for the most part, it has been in this set, right, in the pop culture because of the real estate. So this is the Masters of the Universe. Not much to talk about from the casting perspective, although it does have, all of the deco, front, rear, of course, the sides. I guess you could kind of think this, with the He-Man, it has a bit of a shag van vibe. So I guess you could kind of run with that, but I would put that more on a classic American van. But, that's not bad. That's not bad. So that is the crunched Masters of the Universe. Let's see what else we got. Another crunched card. Hot Wheels is the theme. Pretty good theme, right? But this is the classic Hot Wheels logo. The model, they picked a good one. This is the 1985 Chevy Astro van. Another one that debuted one place and has been basically in pop culture, and I think it's been solely pop culture ever since. So I brought out the first one. This is one of the more unsung Boulevard models. This is the Chevy Astro van, obviously the drag Astro van from Boulevard, from the original Boulevard. I think this was the 2013. Came in the same late mixes that were very hard to find. And this one came with, I believe it did, yeah. This one, not in the same mix as the Datsun Wagon, but it was those mixes, those later ones. And I always thought this is kind of an underrated casting. It doesn't get the love that I thought it would, but it hasn't really been in any place that I think, really makes people get excited. Pop culture is always there for a little bit of a different reason, but this guy might be the exception to the rule because it looks really cool with the vintage Hot Wheels logo on it. Love the fact that it's got the Moon Eye style disc wheels on it in black with the red line tires. The deco is simple but clean, not too out of control, and kind of works as a drag van. So I'm kind of digging it. So I'm into this one. I like this casting. I think I will add it to my premium collection. So yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Next one. Let's just start. Let's go back up here. Rock'em Sock'em Robots on the quick delivery. I don't have much to give you on this one. I have no versions of the quick delivery in my collection. It has been exclusively in pop culture. And, I mean, again, it's about real estate on the sides. They can put it on it, put it on these cool card art. Cool card art, cool model with cool art deco, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, classic vintage Mattel toy. And you customizers might really dig those black 5-spokes. Maybe they knew what they were doing there, putting the black 5-spokes. They know this model wasn't going to be as popular, but with those cool, I mean, all black Real Rider 5-spokes, I know a lot of customizers that like that. So there you go. There's your customizing gem of this particular mix. All right. I'm looking at these mixes. So we got 2 of the Transit van. We got 3 of the Astro van, 2 of the quick delivery, and it looks like 2 of this guy right here. I don't know which one's going to be more popular. It's going to be one of the VWs for sure. Is it going to be the Volkswagen T1 Panel van, or is it going to be the cool combi? Well, let's look at the panel van or panel bus right now. Little People. I like this one. It's toy-like, right? Fisher Price is the brand that they're honoring here with the Little People on the van itself. I don't know if this was a toy I had as a little kid, or if this is something that came out later. You know, this is obviously a toy reserved for the littlest of the little ones, I believe, right? If I remember correctly. But I do like the simplicity of this deco. It does feel like this is something that you would see, you know, at some sort of kid event or something like that. That's just a kind of cool. All right, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. All right, I had to kind of think about this one because there's a couple of convention models. This has never been an RLC, which is shocking. This is incredibly popular casting, but it's basically been in pop culture for most. Now we've seen it emerge into car culture finally. I think if I had to pick a favorite, I would go with this Porsche delivery van done in a very simple vintage deco with the white Real Riders. This one is from Deutschland Design, right? The first issue of Deutschland Design, if I remember correctly. So I would say that this one is probably my favorite, but considering its origins in pop culture, I kind of have to go with the Grateful Dead version because like I said, I don't keep very many pop culture models, but this Grateful Dead is just spectacular. Grateful Dead with the VW van is just match made in perfection heaven, right? And so I thought this one with the gold steelies, the Grateful Dead kind of, you know, that how you would kind of see some sort of car artist do it on a van. See, what if this thing pulled up at a Grateful Dead show? I just think it is absolutely perfect. So I think this is the best one to put forth to celebrate this one. There are people out there who have all these castings. I don't, just because they've been mostly in pop culture. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup one is probably the most valuable. There's the Fat Lace one too, which I think is doing. Anyway, this Little People one is cool. Like the deco, like I said, simplicity, we've already talked about it. I think that is a very cool model. So is that going to be the most popular, or is it going to be the combi? Let's get this, look at that. I think is this our one survivor? Maybe this one survived that card. Nope. Kind of. Nope. Yeah, this might be our one survivor. Barbie is the theme. This is the cool combi. So my favorite, I only went premium. I had to pick a favorite, and guess what? I picked none. This is a casting that has not been real. I love this. I love the cool combi. It's been a gem in basic, right? And we're going to get a Moon Eyes in basic in 2023, which is going to be fantastic. We're getting a Zamak. I know that those models have been shown. In premium, we have the Toy Fair. Didn't want to put that one out because that's probably my favorite, but I didn't think that would count for this one. I thought about the M&M's RLC, but I dig it, but it's okay. The Moon Eyes one from Boulevard is cool, but I don't like it. I feel like they should do like this kind of like vintage Moon Eyes look. So I actually like the basic. I think the best cool combi release so far is the Super Treasure Hunt, but I had to pull out premiums. The Super Treasure Hunt with the Surf Shop look is the best one, but I don't think this one is it's Tillamook. We've got to get a Tillamook version of the cool combi. So right now, I actually like this one the best, with this cool kind of aqua coloring with the Barbie logo, the simple Barbie logo. I love the roof. Everything about this one. The wheels look awesome. You customizers might want that one too. I love this casting so much, but I think it's been better as a basic. And I just couldn't figure out what one was my favorite so far, because I think it's this one. So it wins. All right, there you go. That is the mix for pop culture. It's a pretty easy video. You guys tell me what you think. Which one's your favorite? Is it the combi? Is it the T1? Well, they're both T1s, right? But you know what I mean. Anyway, you guys find it. You all want to pick it up. Thank you, everybody. Much, much more to come. Bye.